So it's rainy and it's snowy and it's windy, and this guy is daft enough to go out in -4 degrees looking for red deer. Now, I know this trail, I've been up here before and I captured some really cool shots of red deer before at the side of the field there, which I'll display now. But the issue that I had was the fencing in the background. I want it to be natural, so I've just been talking to the chap down there that owns the land. He's pointed me into the right direction. We reckon the deer are going to be in this paddock and in this forest. I can't promise I'll actually see any whatsoever, or I'll even survive the journey, considering it's absolutely freezing. But I'll try my best, and that's all we can promise for. So guys, onwards, let's go. Are a little wet. These are my photography gloves, sealskins, which are really good. Also, I've just realised I put my glove on the wrong way around. There we go, Ninja Turtle, go!
2 hours later.
Now, I've never been here before. I've never scoped it out this far up. It's very boggy, very icy. I'm really sinking right now. So it's so cold, it's actually zapped the battery in my gimbal. So I can't use my gimbal, but at the same time it's not the worst thing, because it makes a bit of a noise when you do it. Definitely come the wrong way here. Everybody's big path. Oh, brilliant. I think we're in the clear. So, just seen some deer in the paddock over there. I think I scared them when I got ready. But I'm going to sneak over. I think I can see one. So I saw a bunch of roe deer and tried to track them up the hill, but unfortunately I scared them. I did get some shots, some sort of misty looking shots. Yeah, it's quite a tricky one because there's so much snow on the ground and ice, and everything's really boggy, so wherever you go you're just cracking ice, you just can't help it. So I need to find a place where they might show back up again, and hopefully then I can take some decent shots if they try to show up again. But like I said, I'm just scoping the place out today. Yeah, it's quite a difficult subject, is deer photography. I'm very new at it, and I was struggling with the autofocus in the fog, which sucked, to be fair, but what can you do? So I could head out back over on that field where I came from. There's a stile there, I'm a bit lost actually, and figure out whether there's any knocking around. So yeah, I think we'll have a brew as well. There's a big bunch of ferns over there that looks like something's been sleeping underneath it. I'm at the point where I saw the original deer, which are over there. Those have subsequently been spooked away by my presence. So what we're going to do today is we're going to sit here and have a nice cup of tea and hope they show back up again. But again, you know, this is the way that these things go sometimes, guys. Sometimes you're not very lucky, especially with deer. They're so skittish. They're not confident at all. Like this, the slight smell of you. And you know, my scent's travelling pretty much all the way down there on the wind. So whatever's over there is not going to come this way. So I'm expecting that if they come back into the paddock for shelter, if it starts to rain, which it looks like it's going to, that we'll see them entering somewhere over here. So I'm going to stay here for a little while, set up the camera on the tripod. I might even actually go to that corner and just see what we can do. See if we get lucky. Not much activity at the minute. I think I might have missed the boat, but I've set up. We're gonna have a nice coffee. I've been wandering around everywhere looking for these deer, and they're nowhere to be seen, but we know for a fact that they definitely come into this paddock. So if I can just camouflage a little bit, make myself look like I'm blending in, we should be good. So I'm sat here. I've got my camera set up, water cover, and my camouflage is on. Just hoping to take a glimpse through the cracks in the trees. But there's nothing, it's just nothing. Probably because the weather's cleared up a little bit, it wouldn't surprise me if the deer were out on the fields now. So what I might do is just leave it a little longer and then head back up to the top of that field there and see if I can find anything. Photography, it's not about taking the picture. I mean, that's all well and good, but the experience, at least for wildlife photography, of actually getting out and discovering new things. If you go out with your camera and you just expect to take a photo every time, like, or you know, you disappoint yourself that you didn't get the shot, then you're not doing it right, you know, because it's not about the shot. I mean, if you want to do like commercial photography and stuff, then yeah, it's about the shot. But when you're out doing wildlife photography, or even street photography or urban photography, it's about the journey. It's about, the camera is kind of like a lens into looking at the world in a new way, into you know, understanding more about what you're trying to capture. For me, like getting into wildlife photography, I've learned so much more about wildlife and about the way the world works, about nature, about all these different things, and it's fantastic. But not just that, it gives you an opportunity. I mean, I'm sat here, there's no one around, it's just me, my thoughts, away from absolutely all the hustle and bustle and stress of my business and all these different things. And it's just a nice reset. So I don't care if I don't get this photograph, you know. I mean, I got one this morning. It's not the best photograph, but the thing is, it was the experience. Turning up to that wall and you first look over and you don't see them straight away, and all of a sudden they're all just looking at you. These majestic looking creatures that you rarely see, even though there's so many of them in this country. They're so skittish, you rarely ever see them. And they're just there looking at you, and you're like, it's you and it's them, there's no one else around. And it's a connective experience in a way. And I really like that. And that's kind of what drives me to come back out again. Plus I like, you know, to sit here looking like a complete and utter tool. Almost like a big ball of goo fell down a hill and picked up loads of leaves along the way. That's me. You probably can see me a mile away. It's like, what's he doing over there? That is the forest we were in. That is where the deer ran away over this field. So I've come around the other side now to see if I can catch a glimpse of them anywhere. Oh, bird of prey. I wonder what that is. But, you know, maybe I'll capture something else. Fox, badger, hawk, who knows. But I want to walk around this field until I can find something. But they're very elusive creatures. And there's tracks and shit everywhere, but I can't see one. It's just amazing how good they are at like evading danger. So keep trying. See if we can catch her some. They're probably out on the meadows, on the field now. The weather's cleaned up. But it's just which one? Where are they? You know. Speak of the devil. He's right there. Just over on that field. Now they're very, very spooky. They don't look like any noise. So I'm going to try and figure out now how to uncram my camera from the bag. I've got to figure out how to get to them before they run away. But again, the fence is in the way, so I need to get round the back of this tree and figure it out. Check this out. They know I'm here. They don't seem particularly bothered about my presence. They were at first. They've sort of seen me a couple of times now. I even like talk to them, and they just kind of stood there looking at me. So maybe it's because I'm vegan. But yeah, let's just have a look at these guys. Right on that back fence there. And I took a few shots, but like I've said, the fence posts are just horrific. I just wish there's a way I could get over this fence without spooking the hell out of them and get one in the middle of the field. I feel like they're just laughing at me. They're saying you've been chasing us around for miles and miles all day, losing your Christmas tub. And yeah, all right, fine, we'll let you take a photograph. We'll do it. We're not bothered. But it's going to look shit because we're going to stand right next to this fence the whole time. That's how I feel. So I couldn't get over the fence. I walked right up. There's literally not a single gap in that fence. So I'm going to leave it, guys. I know where the paddock is, so we'll be doing another episode here when I figure out. They're just there. They're just over there, just waiting for me. So yeah, I'm gonna pack up now, get myself home, have a nice cup of tea because it's extremely cold. I'm extremely wet, but we've got some decent shots, you know. They're not probably the best shots, I don't know until I get home, but yeah, I tried. But it's the fence in the background for me. That's the last time I had the problem last time, because they seem to patrol the borders of the fields and stuff, so trying to find a vantage point is difficult due to all the fencing up around all the different fields and stuff. So yeah, maybe I can have a look around, get some different land permissions, maybe set up my hide or something for a particular video. But yeah, other than that, it's been an interesting one. Yeah, I'm going to stay here just for 5 minutes, I think, just to see if they come into this direction, see if they just pop a bit further this way. If they do, I might be able to get a nice close-up shot of one of the deer's faces. One of them looked like it had something wrong with its face, so I'll have to put that up on the thing. So I don't know what's gone on there, guys, so maybe you could help me figure that one out. They know. They're just looking at me. I'm talking. I've even said, come on then, and they're not having it. They're just not having it. They just won't let me. I'm doing it for free. He's coming a bit further forward. No, he's not. He's just discovered me. He's hearing me. They're all hearing me, but they can't see me because obviously I'm just a floating head at the minute to them, I think. So yeah, let's have a cup of tea. And just hopefully they'll come forward and I'll be able to get my camera back out and snap some photos. It's clap cold. Ah, right, I'm going home. clue where I'm going. I think it's up that way. Or is it up that way? Oops. Muddy boots, just like Peppa Pig. It's a good job. I got some Solomons. Shout out to Solomons, man, they're amazing boots. I'm like basically in a pond at the minute. I'm still dry. So, ooh, that was a very bit too deep. So, I've recently been on a sort of a cleansing diet. Just fruits and vegetables. Did a bit of a fast as well, water fast. Because I've kind of let myself go a bit with my weight. Given that I'm usually quite busy in my studio. Just sat down tattooing people. Oh God, I'm gonna end up being fished out of this like air ambulance at this point. Jesus, so deep, the mud just keeps going in everywhere. Ah. Get that mud off them. Oh, finally, land, real land. So it was quite productive. The weather was shocking, and you know, given the conditions and you know the ability to not walk around, or the lack of ability to walk around quietly, I think we did all right. You know, it is middle of winter. It's New Year now. I'm cold. I'm wet. I want to get home and have a nice cup of tea. And I want to have a look on computer to see what these pictures look like. Don't you, Mr. Sheep? Yeah, he agrees. So that's what we'll do. Hopefully, when I get to the end of this path, my beautiful fiance will be waiting there in a white car with Tilly top box on top of it. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to freeze. So yeah. Whew. What a day! Definitely lost some calories today, guys. Definitely. So let's go.